Apple is playing a dangerous game, and it might completely reshape the tech industry. While companies like Microsoft, Dell, and HP are raising prices and blaming inflation, Apple is doing the exact opposite. They are keeping prices low, locking in massive chip and RAM supplies, and quietly putting pressure on the entire Windows ecosystem. This isn't just another product launch. This is strategy. At the center of it all is a rumored device, the Mac Mini Neo, or what some leaks are calling the Mac Mio. A tiny desktop, possibly as small as the Apple TV 4K, but powerful enough for everyday computing, and priced as low as $299. That price changes everything. Because for years, the biggest barrier to switching to Mac wasn't performance, it was cost. Apple was seen as premium, expensive, out of reach. But now, that wall is collapsing. And here's where it gets even smarter. The Mac Neo is rumored to use a modified A-series chip, possibly an A19 class processor, paired with around 12 GB of RAM. On paper, that might not sound impressive in 2026. But that's exactly the point. By limiting the specs, Apple avoids attracting AI farms, crypto miners, and scalpers who would buy these machines in bulk. Instead, they are protecting supply for everyday users, students, office workers, casual creators. It's not just engineering, it's psychology. Meanwhile, the rest of the industry is struggling. There's a global memory shortage. AI companies are buying up massive amounts of RAM. High-end PCs are getting more expensive. And Windows manufacturers, they don't control their own silicon. Apple does. That vertical integration, chip, software, hardware, is the real weapon. It allows macOS to run smoother on 12 GB of RAM than many Windows machines do on double that. So while competitors are adding more power just to stay competitive, Apple is doing more with less, and charging less for it. And that puts Microsoft in a tough spot. Because if a $299 Mac delivers a better everyday experience than a $600 Windows PC, what happens next? Students switch. Offices switch. Entire ecosystems shift. And once users enter Apple's ecosystem, they tend to stay, buying iPhones, services, subscriptions. That's the long game. This isn't about one product. It's about market share. Apple is potentially sacrificing short-term margins to dominate the entry-level market for the next decade. If they succeed, the budget PC space, once owned by Windows, could disappear entirely. We could be looking at a Model T moment for computing. A point where powerful, well-designed computers become affordable for everyone, but controlled by one ecosystem. And that's the real question. Is this a win for consumers, or the beginning of a new kind of monopoly? Because if the Mac Neo actually launches at $299, the rules of the tech world won't just change. They'll be rewritten.